my granddad's Schnauzer, and we're in my camper van Ruby. This is a podcast that dives into life before and after we start questioning our relationship with alcohol. If you're curious about mindful drinking, sober curiosity, or just a life basically without a hangover and that's more fun, you are in the right place. I basically, he's pouring me for those that are on. Oh, he's so cute. Give us a kiss. Mwah. What are we doing? Come here then. Sit in my knee. Oh, he's sat right in my knee. I basically share relatable stories, so I talk about my own sober curious journey. I share tips, I talk about health, navigating social life, and everything in between. Not just all focused around alcohol-free journey, it's all around hangover-free fun as well. Just like the afters, anybody can turn up. So I also have guests on, and they share their stories around their alcohol-free journey or their choice to drink more mindfully and how that's transformed their life and what their afters looks like. So if that sounds like a bit of you, I would say subscribe so that you never miss an episode. Before we get into the episode, we have got a sponsor for today's podcast.
Healing Vibes, Angelic, Reki and Littleborough offer energy healing for anyone seeking balance and peace. Angelic Reki works with divine energy to clear emotional blockages, reduce stress and promote healing for all ages. So whether you're exploring this type of self-care for the first time or you're deepening your spiritual journey, Healing Vibes Angelic Reki provide a calming, supportive space to help you heal. And in 2025, keep an eye out for a new product line, including handcrafted Healing Vibe candles, cleansing sprays and spiritual kits, all created by founder Zoe. For more information or to book your session, visit Healing Vibes Angelic Reki on Facebook and Instagram.
Mwah. Shall we get into the episode? So I think a lot of us, I know I definitely did, use alcohol as a bit of a buffer. You know, whether it's social situations, dates, or even trying anything new. What happens when you take the alcohol away and you're just left with you? Fuck, who am I? What am I going to do now? The only thing I've ever known is drinking. How am I meant to navigate anything without a drink in my hand? Because drink was my persona and I was the drunk. I don't think there needs to be anything else after that, actually. I was the drunk. It's sort of like, how can you build your own self-confidence and sort of face that fear head on without the alcohol? And this is something that I've really thought about since I've been on my alcohol-free journey since 2021, around my fear of failure. Now, I used alcohol a lot. When I was drinking, people would say to me, I'm really confident. And I felt like I had two personalities. So I had my drinking persona and then my sober persona. And drinking Steph would be told all the time, you're dead confident. And I honestly thought I was as well. It was almost like when I was drinking, it was a bit of a badge of honour to, you know, be the wildest, be the loudest. And that was who I was. That was my personality. But then in my sort of work life, I was so unconfident. I was like the most unconfident, and it was like two separate people. Do you think as well, like part of it, because when you are drunk, you have more confidence in yourself because you don't give a shit what people think. You forget what people think, and then when you are not drinking, you're more conscious of it. But because you don't give a shit and you can blame it on another persona, you're like, I don't matter, that was drunk Steph doing that. Everything I did had a drink in my hand. So even like walking into the bars, I had a drink before I went out. I actually felt uncomfortable going into bars and things like that on my own. I didn't do anything on my own when I was drinking. But yeah, everybody thought I was really confident. That wasn't the real me, that was just drunk Steph. But yeah, when I went to work, I would say to myself, I've not got the confidence to do this. Like, I had really bad imposter syndrome and I couldn't understand how all of these other people were like getting on, but I would say to myself, actually, I don't want to climb the ladder. I'm not interested in that. I just want to stay where I am. And I think it was the fear of failure and actually just wanting to stay in my comfort zone. Part of not feeling confident is that fear of judgment from others. Confidence is all around self-belief. If you can break that down into manageable bite-sized chunks to build your confidence, you can do anything. Stopping drinking, I think, is the biggest thing that has helped me grow my confidence. You have to face your fears head on because you've not got any Dutch courage to help you along the way. All you've got is yourself, and you're forced to step out of your comfort zone. What I mean by that is, and I think this relates to not wanting to climb the ladder and things like that at work as well. So you've got your comfort zone. So if you picture like a circle, in that circle, you've got everything you know, everything you can feel comfortable with, everything you could do with your eyes closed. In order to grow your confidence, the only way you can do it is to step out of your comfort zone. So when you stop drinking, you're forced to do that. You're forced to step out of your comfort zone, because everything we've ever known revolves around drinking for most of us. But the way that you grow your confidence and you stretch your comfort zone is you don't step too far out of your comfort zone. So for example, when I stopped drinking, if I would have thought when I first stopped drinking in 2021, I'm still not going to be drinking in 2024, I'm going to have gone to Glastonbury on my own, I'm going to have gone there solo sober, I would not have done that. If I broke it down smaller and said, right, this weekend I'm not drinking, I might go out with my friends this weekend, but I'm not sure if I can do it or not. It feels a bit weird going out not drinking, but I'll try it anyway, but I'll come back at 9 o'clock. So you go out, this is how it worked for me. So my comfort zone was here. I wasn't really very comfortable going out without a drink, but I did it. I went out, came back, got up in the morning. So I stepped out of my comfort zone slightly. Then in the morning when I got up and woke up, I thought to myself, well, actually, it wasn't that bad. And I've woke up and I feel really fresh and I feel really good. I bet I could do that again. So then my comfort zone has increased slightly. And you keep doing that, and your comfort zone ends up from here to here by the end of it. And you've massively stretched your comfort zone without even realising it, little by little. And that's how you grow your confidence, building your resilience. You're building a toolkit to show that actually in life we can do things, we can grow our confidence, we can learn to live, drinking less. We don't need drink for every part of our life, because I genuinely thought that I did. I couldn't go to weddings, I couldn't go to parties, I couldn't go for a meal, I couldn't enjoy a Friday, Saturday or a Sunday without a drink. Drink masks actually what we enjoy and what we don't enjoy. And I have noticed this since I've not been drinking, that the things that I class as fun, or the things that I used to class as fun, I do not find as fun now. So, and this might be an age thing actually as well. When sitting in a bar when the music's like booming, I'm just like, actually, I don't really like doing that all the time. Every now and again I might do it, but I don't want to do that every weekend. So it allows you to step back and think, actually, what is it that I like? And then once you figure that out, you become more confident to then go and do these things that we enjoy, and you're not forcing yourself to do things, because really we probably was forcing ourselves to do a lot, but the drink was masking it and making it all right. Actually, I can tolerate just staying here for hours and hours and hours and talking to these people that I've not really got anything in common with because I'm drunk. But when you take that away and then you're just left with what you've got and what you like, it really helps you put things into perspective and figure things out. And that's what happened with drinking. And I think because I was growing my confidence around drinking, because you're stepping out of your norm when you're not drinking, everybody else around you's drinking, and you see yourself smashing that, doing something that's a little bit different than everybody else. And actually, I can do that sober. I didn't actually need the drink to do that. You start to think, well, I wonder if that can spill over into other areas of my life. Since I've took a break from drinking, that has absolutely happened. My confidence in other areas of my life has shot up without me even knowing it. I am presenting at work. I've been promoted at work. I am speaking in front of hundreds of people at work. The old me in my drinking days would not have done that. I actually was on anxiety pills, and it was sending me under having to speak to people at work. What does confidence mean? Like, if you was to look at somebody and think they're confident, because I know I used to look at people at work and think, God, they're dead confident, and some of the stuff that they was doing I was thinking in my head anyway, but I just didn't say it. And it was that whole fear of judgment from others. But now, since I've been on social media, since I've been building my confidence here, I'm like, actually, it doesn't matter. Even the trolls, as annoying as they are, they kind of help you as well, build your confidence and build your resilience, because you're like, actually, I don't give a shit what other people think. They don't matter. You're always going to find people who relate to you, and then people who don't relate to you. Face one small fear at a time. Whether that's going to a social event without drinking, notice how you feel, notice how you get up the day after and you think, oh God, I smashed that, I could do that again. If you do make a mistake, it's part of the process, it's a journey, it's how we learn, it's how we grow, it's how we get better at things. Set small goals, small achievable goals. Don't try and do everything all at once, don't be chaotic, tackle one thing at once. For example, you are on a drinking, you know, an alcohol-free journey or a mindful drinking journey, I would say that's probably enough to focus on, because I hear it all the time. People say, oh, I'm trying to give up drinking and I've now got a sugar craving and I'm trying to control that as well. And it's like, let's just tackle one thing at once, yeah? Because sugar craving, that's a whole other podcast episode. Tackle one thing at once, get good at that, and then we'll tackle the next thing. Where are you going? So like the afters, for example, I am terrified of what I'm doing right now. My podcast, for example, it's something I've wanted to do for ages, never really had the confidence to do it. With the afters, I've just thought, you know what, what's the worst that can happen? It doesn't have to be perfect. I can grow each time. And I tell you what, come here, Bertie. I tell you what, it's been a bit of a pain in the arse, actually. And each episode, I'm growing and growing and growing. Learning how to do things, learning how to get the right mics, learning how to set things up properly. But it's terrifying. Even down to starting again, starting everything from scratch. But it's helping me build my confidence, because what it's teaching me is everything I'm doing is my own work. The way that I'm doing the afters, the way that I'm building a community, I know that every single person that subscribes, that has subscribed to my blog, that's hopefully going to join me in a community, every single person will be there from the work that I've done, and that will create a feedback loop. That'll tell me that this is all my own work. I've built this myself from scratch, and actually these people that are following me are actually following me because they relate to me in one way or another, and that'll help me grow my confidence. And do you get what I mean? It's a process and we can grow from it. On this episode, I want to share with you the interviews that I did. So over the summer, I have somehow randomly managed to fall into interviewing celebrities. Absolutely no experience, not prepared. I wasn't expecting to do it, but I thought, do you know what, right, these opportunities don't come round every day. When something is offered to you, take it and just go with it. And part of these interviews as well, I've kind of gone in at an angle around them feeling anxious, them feeling nervous, because I want to show that everybody feels them nerves, everybody feels anxious, everybody has to grow their confidence. So it's interesting to listen to these people that are on stage in front of thousands of people, top of the game, they actually feel the same nerves and insecurities as the rest of us. From the first interview, you will see how much I did not get things right. My microphones were rubbish. You can tell I'm nervous. The second interview is going better. I've got the right equipment, so I've learnt from the first one. My confidence is obviously growing. I'm sat really weird now. My confidence is obviously growing. And then by the third one, I'm interviewing Pete Doherty. Not only interviewing him, coming out with a belter joke as well that actually got him laughing. And that is building your confidence in real time. And after I interviewed Pete Doherty, oh my God, I looked in the mirror the day after and I had a big long fuck off hair on my chin and I had to pluck it out, and all I've kept thinking was, did Pete Doherty notice that chin hair? Yeah, so I'm going to play these now, and I am really proud of these. Really, really proud of them. Let me know in the comments what you think. Constructive feedback, this is how we grow. So this first interview is with the lottery winners. I've got a blog, right? And it's all about building confidence, and I'm getting over anxiety because I used to basically double drop anxiety pills, and I've managed to get an interview with you guys. So yeah, thank you so much. And you've just broke down, haven't you, getting here as well?
We actually got a buggy. We're kind of a big deal now, so they put us on the back of a buggy and they drive us through the festival on the back of a buggy, and I'm just there waving like this to all the people.
We did break down on the way here. It was a bit of a nightmare, but yeah, we're here.
Both physically and emotionally broke down on the motorway. Our van just packed in, and then honestly, this genuinely happened. We were next to on the side of the road. There was loads of sheep on a farm, and we opened the door, and there was literally an inside-out dead sheep just right next to the door. All of us were throwing up, literally throwing up, trying to pull all the gear out of the van and put it in another one whilst throwing up. So it's been a stressful. It was bad. It's been a stressful day, honestly.
Oh, well, you're here now, back at Kendall College. I actually saw you for the first time last year. Somebody recommended you guys to me, and you made me cry when I watched you. I have never related to a band so much in my life. And the fact that you've just brought down in your van, I break down in my camper van all the time. So it's like, Absolutely.
There's no glamour in the lottery winners band. It is very DIY. We literally tried to fix the van with gaffer tape in the engine with oil all on our hands.
Did you do it yourself?
Can you imagine? Well, yeah. I'm not quite like cool enough to know how to do that, but yeah. We're here. We got here.
You're here. You've been at Kendal a few times, though, haven't you?
Yeah, we played it like about 10 times or something crazy. Like we started on the house party stage, I think 2011 maybe, and we played at like 11:30 in the morning, and they only opened the gates to the festival at 12. So we literally played to no one, no people. But we were still buzzing because we were like, we've played Kendal Calling, you know.
Exactly. And that's all about building your confidence as well, isn't it? Like building.
I like how you did that. Now we can relate it to your thing. Yeah, we built our confidence and I had less anxiety.
But you know what, right? Because I was waiting for you to come on. My heart was dropping. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was getting really nervous. Do you guys get nervous like that?
Yeah.
How do you control it?
It's so strange. So I get nervous all the time in life. Like I am a ball of anxiety all the time.
Same.
We all are a bit, aren't we? And like just like walking into a pub or something, that is really scary for me.
Yeah.
And I feel like that all the time up to the point that my foot touches that stage, and then it's just like it's gone, and I'm someone else, and it's like honestly, I feel so much more comfortable in front of 40,000 people than I do just on a bus.
That's crazy.
It is strange.
That's crazy.
I think I don't know what the psychology is behind that, but like. Yeah, it's the affirmation, just sheer affirmation from loads of people. It feels so nice.
Is that where your inspiration comes from, do you think, for your music? Like what you sing about and things, like your own personal journey with anxiety and things like that?
Yeah, well,
the last album was all
the last album was called Anxiety Replacement Therapy. Yeah, so that was like, it was like a self-help thing, really. And, you know, I grew up very anxious as a kid and undiagnosed ADHD. Didn't know what was wrong with me, just knew that I was bad. Like I was just constantly told that I was bad. I was kicked out of schools and stuff like that, and it really, like, you bring that with you into adulthood, don't you? It sticks with you, and I really do honestly feel like that's why I do this job, because it's just like a way for people to accept me. Like if I can play these gigs and people like the music and they come and they're having a good time, then it's like acceptance. And so I'm kind of glad in a way.
Yeah,
you know?
I think it's really good as well, like being a male talking about it as well. Like I think you really speak to a lot of people, because I don't think there's enough people who speak about anxiety and things like that. So I love that you do.
Yeah. With being a male and being
a lot of people say that because I'm such a handsome male, they're talking about it. They're like, because you don't get so many like really handsome men talking about the way they feel, but because when you are so handsome, it's your words, not mine.
Yeah,
so.
no, absolutely cracking. 10 out of 10, smash. I did, because I was so nervous about interviewing you, I did ask my followers to ask some questions. So I've got 3 questions, but you don't have to answer them if you don't want. I brought them down. My mum's is pretty questionable, but I'm going to ask it. Right, the first one was, what question have you never been asked that you would like to be asked, and what is your answer?
Would you mind giving me a kiss on the lips? And the answer would be yes, because no one's ever asked me that.
Could I give you a kiss on the lips?
I want someone attractive to ask me. No, I'm joking. You're so beautiful. You really are very beautiful. No one's ever asked me that.
There you go. That's a first. Second question: flags at festivals, yes or no?
Well, yeah, but I've seen one of my face. Have you seen that?
Yeah, there is.
There was a drawing like from lockdown days that someone did of me, and it's like a pig with hair, basically, but someone's put it on a flag and it's at Kendal this weekend.
We love it. We wanted to put it, we wanted to do a line of merch. I wanted it on the bass drum. It's like the worst drawing I've ever seen. At Kendal, it's there,
Amazing.
So no!
Right, festival hacks. Have you got any festival hacks? And if you've not, I have got one for you. My festival hack is start a band and then you don't have to like do any of the rubbish bits.
That's it. So my hack might be wasted now. So being a peasant at a festival, not like the artists, we have to do this thing called portaloos. I don't know whether you know what they are.
we
I've just been in one,
Oh, have you? Right, well, you might enjoy this hack then, right?
Oh,
this is for your bag. And
I thought it was for your bumhole.
And I wanted you to take this think of me.
This is a good
There
idea.
you go.
Actually.
So when you are in the portal, you can think of me, Steph. Yes. S for Steph.
I do love that.
It's a good hack, isn't it?
Very good. I will have that. Thank you.
And then my last question.
Lost it.
This is. Oh, don't throw it away. That's how much you didn't want that, wasn't it? My last question is from my mum, and I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, but she wants me to ask you, and I don't know why, but she wants to know if you've all got your own teeth.
We're only in our late 20s. Yo, yeah, no, I did. I was walking to stage. We supported Noel Gallagher the other day, right? And which is
I know, yeah.
we supported Noel Gallagher, who recently became a friend and gave his number and sent me a guitar. But that's not the important part of the story. It's we were walking to the stage and my tooth just fell out.
No, it never.
Yeah, the back one. I've had it fixed now. Because I can get in quick at dentists these days now. The number one album, I'm just like, yo, I'm coming in. But
she really doesn't want that.
But it was so weird because I felt like there was a moment, because we were supporting Noel, it was a big deal, my teeth fell out. I thought, oh, I'm obviously dreaming. You know, like this is obviously, and I looked down and I had no pants on and I was like, yeah, this is definitely a dream. So
you are a good looking guy, I bet he likes it.
Steph. Stop.
Oh, this is amazing. Thank you so much for being like the first interview that I've done. Thank you so much. Like the lottery winners. Woo! Hello. First of all, welcome to the after. Just in case, obviously, people don't know who you are, do you want to just introduce yourselves?
Hello, we're the K's from Earlstown in the northwest.
That's pretty much sums us up.
Yeah, that's it.
Can't fucking add much more to that.
You are absolutely incredible. I've just seen you at Kendall Calling as well. Oh my god. I'm not going to lie, right? Since then, I have proper fangirled. binge. You are incredible. Where did the name come from, the K's?
We make a different story up every single day.
I think we've got to stick to the original one now. So basically, when we was in high school, we had a band called the Kaleidoscopes. We're talking like 14. And then like over time, it just got shortened to the K's. And
Dexter couldn't spell it.
Yeah. Well, no fucker could spell it. There was a record shop in St Helens where we live in Earlstown. It's in St Helens, and that record shop was called Kaleidoscope Records, so it was named after that.
Oh wow! Are you not from Newcastle? Because I saw a Newcastle
No,
flag
my
on
dad's
you.
a Geordie, so I've got a season ticket. That's why I'm going home early tonight. I'm going to the match in the morning.
Right.
Play Spurs at 1:30, so I'll have to leave about 7:30.
Oh right, wicked. I've got a blog called The Afters, and basically it's all about about life after not drinking and building confidence and things like that.
I genuinely do, honestly. After this summer, we fucking.
Have you having it?
After this week.
That's why we're just on water. We're both on water. Did you have a Guinness on stage?
No.
Did you actually not?
No.
Well, you honestly know that there's something wrong then, because every single night you'll have one or two, won't you? Whereas I'm pretty straight edge, unless we've got a day off the day after.
Yeah.
We was in Wales last night, so we're all a little bit.
Are you a little bit delicate? You didn't come, and this is my point. You didn't come across when you was on stage. You look so confident.
Thank you.
And I just wondered, is there something like? Do you ever feel like imposter syndrome or nervous before you go on the stage, and how do you kind of handle it?
It's not nervous.
The bigger it is, the weird thing is, the bigger it is and the more people it is, the easier it is.
Yeah.
Because it's like a sea of people kind of thing, and you
Yeah.
get in your zone on stage, and the stages are so big. But when you play like a small venue, you see faces at the front, and that's when it gets like, you never get nervous, but I think it's the opposite.
You're just more conscious about what you're doing, aren't you? As opposed to
people
just
can
like.
see you and like they can smell your breath and stuff.
Yeah.
How long have you been together? Not like as a couple. Or maybe as a couple.
10 years, and in the band, no. In the band, 7 years.
7
Yeah,
years.
7 years this year, which feels fucking mental to say, because we had lockdown in the middle, so it feels like we'd lost 2 years of touring with that, so it doesn't feel anywhere near that long, does it? Even if we hadn't lost that, it still only feels about fucking 3 or 4 years, doesn't it? It's one of them nowhere when we look back at that time, it's like I couldn't tell you if half the shows were last year or fucking 6 years
it's
ago.
all
It's
a
just
blur,
like a
isn't
blur.
it?
Yeah,
Everything's a blur. Where did you meet?
At school?
At school?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So you've all been playing together since. Every single one of you?
No, Nathan the drummer, he's only 12, so.
Is
That's it. But he's from Warrington, just down the road from us.
Oh, yeah.
He joined 18 months ago. Yeah,
Oh,
he's a
nice.
good lad.
And do you all purposely wear the same shoes?
No.
Oh, no, basically I had them first and everybody
And
else
he
started
copied
copying
you.
No,
me.
we didn't. I had him first.
Yeah, it's such bullshit. We had a thing the other day. I had to buy some new Converse last week because Instagram memory come up, and I've been wearing the same pair for 4 years. And I was
God,
like,
I bet they stunk.
I was like, they didn't stink. Like, to only wear them for like an hour a day when I'm on stage. Well, whatever. But I was like, yeah, I should probably, if we're on fucking BBC and that, I'm ready, mate. So I should probably buy some new shoes, like holes in them and that. Fuck it.
And what's next for the kids? Are you touring or anything at the minute?
We got another 3 weeks of festivals. We finish in Malta with Liam Gallagher, end of the month.
Did you get Oasis tickets today?
We've not tried. We're hoping we get the phone call.
Well, you know, I'm obviously interviewing you now, and now we're mates.
You can come and interview us. You can come and interview us at Eden Park. But no, we've not tried because we're hopefully. The thing is, we're being in the band as well. There's no point us booking anything for next fucking summer anyway, because God knows where we'll be. And we're hoping we get the support secretly. We're hoping we get the support.
We're finishing Malta, and then we've got the Jamie Webster tour, support tour, and then
we're getting our
some new stuff.
That's what I want to ask you. Is there some exclusives you can share with us?
Well, I think I've said it. Well, we're not supposed to say, but I've said it about 100 times that we're going to do album. We're going to start working on album 2 back end of this year.
Exclusive from the afters.
That's exclusive for the afters. Back end of this year. It's been a while since we obviously did the album tour in April. No, we started in March. Started in March, didn't we? And did the in-stores first, and then the album tour, and then went straight into festivals in May. So we've not stopped touring for 6 months, probably. Be like knackered? 7 months. We're fucked. We're just, honestly, we're dead behind the eyes. That's why we've got these shades on.
And it looks cool, obviously.
Yeah. But no, it's been a lot of fun. But we're excited to. You obviously lose that time to write. You know, that sort of creative side of it. While she's so hectic, so we're just excited to get our teeth into that back end of the year.
One final question. What's a question that you've never been asked that you've always wanted to be asked?
That is the fucking maddest question.
That question.
Putting you on the spot now.
I've been waiting for Ryan to propose to me for 7 years now. And
Jamie to ask me to move in with him, but he's still not asked me.
No, do you know what? I actually don't know. I feel like I get really nervous when it's anything out of the ordinary. Do you know what I mean? Like any question.
The weirdest one we've had.
The weird.
I'm just like deterring putting me on the spot to Jamie.
Yeah, probably this question might be the weirdest one you've had.
No, that is a good question. No, I just wish I could give you a better answer.
Yeah, I do too.
I feel like I've let you down a bit.
No, thank you so much. I don't want to keep you so long because you're having a night off tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. No, well done. It was amazing.
Thank you so much.
The keys.
Thank you.
Can I get a selfie with you before we go? Thank you for speaking to me. So I've got Pete Doherty on the afters. Woo. First things first, though, is it Doherty or Doherty?
Whichever you like. I don't mind, yeah.
Ah, there you go. We can say whatever we like. And you're currently on tour, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm out and about doing things, playing some acoustic shows on my own, and then, as always, the Libertines are up to stuff. We've had an album out recently, and so I'm doing shows with the Libertines. And I got a solo album I've just recorded, which is coming out next February 25. So, yeah, busy.
Really busy. Wow, I didn't realise that. I went to see the Libertines a few years ago in Berlin. Absolutely fantastic. How do you find like the solo stuff you do compared to being in a band? Do you prefer one or?
I don't know if it depends what mood you're in. Really. I don't know if there's a preference. I don't really like to think about it too much. I'm just lucky to be able to do both. It's good for me as an individual artist to be able to just go and play on my own, try out new ideas. Try out new songs, slower stuff, more introspective stuff.
Yeah.
But then the Libertines they've got slow stuff with the Libertines too, though. But it's all good. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You seem really calm and like collected and confident. Part of the stuff that I blog about on TikTok is about building your confidence. Do you get nervous before you go on stage?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes more than others, though. Do you know what I mean? But I find that when the environment backstage is like this, is quite relaxed. Do you know what I mean? There's lots of other bands about. It doesn't really feel any pressure. Everyone's just like appreciating each other's music, and it's just like we're all part of something together rather than it being about one person or.
Yeah.
So, but I can get dangerously anxious and paranoid sometimes being on stage, and it's I've been through struggles with that, to be honest. It's hard to predict though, really, how you're going to feel, you know what I mean? You can really look forward to something, and then when it comes, you just feel like running away, which I used to do. Like back in the day, I just leg it, I wouldn't do the show.
Really?
But I don't do that anymore. I sort of just get my head down and get on with it, yeah.
We're glad about that.
Yeah.
And really quickly, because I know you're busy,
If there was one word to sum Oasis up, what would that word be?
Trousers.
On the day that Oasis ticket sales have gone back on sale for the reunion, how would you sum them up? Would it still be trousers?
Absolutely, yeah. In fact, I've been tinkering with a little song. I might try and work an Oasis cover into a song I'm doing tonight. So yeah, I might do a little bit of Bring It On Down, but country version of Bring It On Down. You know what I mean?
Amazing! Thank you so much for speaking with me. I didn't want to keep you long. Can I just get a quick selfie? So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.